Have you any questions before we start?
No, I'll just give it your best score.
Give it your best score. Right, is that on? Today we're doing a mock test with it's Kean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kean, tell them how many driving lessons you've had.
Ooh, I've done 12 hours, I think, up to now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 and a half. 12 with this one, yeah, but he's had 10 and a half hours. You've had lots of practice with your dad, haven't you?
Yeah.
Shoot. Pretty good, this one. But we'll see what he's like under a bit of pressure. Right. You're going to be out for 38 to 40 minutes depending on traffic. You're going to take in various traffic road conditions. One manoeuvre you practice with your trainer. Possibly the control stop. Oh, it's rubbish this. Possibly the control stop, and you will be driving independent by way of sat-nav signs. You're going to do sat-nav if it works, yeah?
Yeah.
Any questions about that?
No.
Throughout the drive, I'd like to follow the road ahead at all times unless you're directed by signs and markings. I'll ask you to turn, which will do some good time. Do you understand that?
Yep.
Right, one question. How would you check your brake lights or before starting the journey?
You would get someone to help you stand by in the car and you press the brake.
Good, or what else could you do? Take advantage of?
Or reflections.
Reflections, right. Do you see where your legs are there?
Yeah.
Between your legs there's a camera there, can you see it?
Yes.
To the left, if that's the camera, look, press the button there for 3 seconds.
What, there?
The underneath, just press it for 3 seconds. Leave loose. So come on.
Yeah.
You will arrive at your destination at 12:56 p.m.
Right. Put all the windows up, and I'm going to put the aircon on for you. Very good. Put all the windows up. Good. Okay then, let's rock and roll. Let's see what you like. You just chill and read that road. So at the end of the road, turn left and then follow the sat-nav. Can you see it all right?
Yep.
Yep. So we're turning left. And at the end of the road we're turning right, and then the sat-nav should work. Okay, you've just missed your mirrors before you put that indicator on. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because I'm really kind, so I'll ignore that. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to get warmed up. But where's that mirror signal manoeuvre routine? When it's safe to do so, could you show me how you demist the back window? And turn that off. Kean spots the meeting situation nice and early and does a little bit of timing, rolling first, and just keeps the car moving. Nice driving skills, Kean. Hey, Kean, you can dodge them potholes if you want.
At the end of the road, turn right, A690.
Minor fault number 1 for young Kean. He forgets his mirrors before indicating right. Kean, you've got to check behind and check to make sure nobody's overtaken before you apply that signal for right. This is going to be a long 40-45 minutes if you don't start using your mirror signal manoeuvre routine.
Turn right.
Minor fault number 2, Kean goes down to moving off safely. When the driving examiner stops you, apply the parking brake, select neutral and cancel the signal. It's very confuzzling for other road users when you're pulling off with a signal on for left. Can you pull up in a convenient place like that? Minor fault number 3 for Kean. He pulls up far too close to this garage. Kean, if this has been a busy junction, I'd give you a serious fault for this. Remember, it's 10 metres. And to top it off, he twangs me wheel off the curb. What a douche. Thank you. Frazzle, when you're ready. Minor fault number 4 for you, Kean. You leave your signal on when moving off. Cancel the signal when the examiner pulls you up at the side of the road. I think the nerves is kicking in a little bit now.
After 300 yards, turn right, Darlington Road, then bear right, A167. Turn right, then bear right.
Minor fault number 5, Kean. No mirrors before signal again. Just turn right, but don't bear right. I don't know why it says that for. Very tricky junction, this, Kean, but this camper van was blocking your view. I know you could see an approach, but as you pull out, I would have just been a little bit slower, just leaning the top half of my body forward, just in case a motorbike or a cyclist comes down there. Just felt it was a little bit on the fast side, but nothing marked. But just be careful when turn right like this, near side to near side, because the cars in front do block your view, and you need to look for the two-wheelers. Serious fault number 1 for you, young man. Kean, this is a serious fault for not keeping the 2-second gap. When this wagon comes back to the left, you should have backed off, checked your mirror and backed off and kept a 2-second gap. Now, it doesn't look too bad on video, but you're too close to this wagon. So when they cut in like that, you're expected to check your mirrors, get back and maintain the 2-second gap. You were doing about 50, so it was a 70 road. I mean, if you'd gone up a bit faster, 56, 57, he might not have overtook you, but knowing these wagon drivers probably would have overtook you because they're going downhill. But as soon as they cut in front of you, any car or vehicle, you need to back off and keep the 2-second gap.
After 800 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A688.
Minor fault number 6. Kean, it's the mirrors again. Before you indicate, you've got to check. Your mirrors has been alright for speed before braking, changing direction, but you're not checking your mirrors before you put the indicator on.
Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A688.
A bit praise for you, young man, Kean. I like the way how you see this roundabout spirals out to the left and you take up the left lane. So yeah, good work, Mr. Kean, good work.
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
Wow, Kean, I've just watched you check your mirrors before indicating right. That's worth a crispy high five, isn't it?
Go right on the roundabout and take the second.
I'll direct you back from here at the roundabout, turn right, third exit. Serious fault number, I think it's number 2 for you, Kean. Kean, it's an habitual fault. You keep missing your mirrors before you're indicating. You didn't check your mirrors, you left the roundabout and you didn't know what was behind or to the sides before you put the signal on for right. So it's an habitual fault, so it's now become a serious fault. Get round this corner, there's some bays on the left hand side. Can you reverse into one of them? Reverse it into a bay, yeah?
It's my car. Yours.
Thank you. Very impressive accuracy and speed, Kean, but it's a pass with no faults recorded. Now, you did look all around the car before start reversing, but when you're reversing, you just focus on the accuracy. You need to keep looking all round the car as you're reversing. Had this been in a busy car park like the Anderson Centre, which sometimes I normally do it there, if there'd been anybody walking near the car and you didn't stop, then I would have given you a serious fault for it, because you wouldn't be able to see them because you were sitting staring in the door mirror. When you do get in, you do more observations, and I have taken into account that behind us is just a fence and there's nothing there at all. But yeah, more observations of an owl, less of the goldfish, but overall pretty good, well done, good standard. Kean misses the mirrors again. Well, he doesn't. He signals and then looks at mirrors, but I've stopped marking this because he's already recorded as a series fault for this one.
Left. Can you pull up the convenient place on the left? You drive on when you're ready.
Serious fault number 3, Kean. Kean, you pull up too close to this junction on the right hand side of the road. You knew straight away, it doesn't look so bad on video, but you know you've got to be 10 metres away at 2.5 car lengths. This is a busy road, this one, coming up that junction. Plus there was a blue car parked on the right side of the road. You're making it really difficult for cars to emerge and turn into this junction. What I would have done is I would have just gone past this junction on the left, bus stop, shelter, just gone past that, 1 or 2 car lengths back and just dropped it next to the curb there. But silly C's fault to give away this one, Kean.
At the roundabout, turn right. It's the 4th exit for Spennymoor.
Kean, you show some nice driving skills here with the mirror signal manoeuvre routine on approach this dual carriageway. You take up the right lane nice and early. You make good use of the mirrors. You've made good use of your speed on the 70 road. Your speed on approach is excellent. Timing, you take the first available gap at the roundabout. Timing when leaving the roundabout with the mirrors and signal, really top class work. Well done, Kean. Kean sees a mini roundabout a bit late, like all learners do, to learn his favourite trick. However, he covers well. Kean, the only gripe I've got here is I would have put a signal on for left to tell the oncoming traffic so they can get on the roundabout and they can be your blocker. But other than that, yeah, pretty good.
At the roundabout, turn right. It's the 3rd exit.
No mirror work, Kean, before you put your indicator on for right. Minor fault number 7, Kean goes down response to signs. When you come off the roundabout, you should have scanned down the left, down the right hand side of the road. Near middle and far distance, you would have clocked the sign on the left saying no entry. Further down, you would have seen no entries to your right. What you do is you go up to the gateway lines. I don't know what you're doing in this lane. I tell you, keep left at all times unless you're directed by signs and markings or you're turning right or overtaking. You do stop at the gateway lines, you do correct your mistake, you get back to the left, check your mirrors, so you do it all safely. Therefore, a serious fault if you try to go over the gateway lines, I would have grabbed the wheel, or, Joe, lucky dear, had there been a bus behind and you stopped and holding that bus up, then you would have definitely gotten a serious fault. Very lucky dear, take your goldfish cap off and get them eyes moving. minor fault number 8. Kean, it's a gear fault. You move off in second gear and it should be first because you're at a standstill. Had it been a very steep hill, then yeah, you get away with it, not a problem, but not on the level. Kean, you're going to burn my clutch out.
At the roundabout, turn left.
Good awareness and plan here from Kean. It's a mini roundabout. Lots of learners like to pull out in second gear, but Kean realises it's a closed junction, rolls up in first and gives a bit of rise and brake and a little bit of gas and clutch. Well done, Kean.
Of the road, turn left, then take the next immediate right.
Like the time of the signal on this one, Kean, most lanes just stick it on regardless. Don't look for the time what you do, but where's them mirrors again? I've waved the white flag on these a long time ago. Some nice mirror work from Kean here before he passes this parked car. Now look, learners, see why you have the examiners want you to give a meter when you pass a parked car if you can. Watch this woman just open the door. Luckily for us, Kean's on the ball. He checks his mirrors and moves out. Then he does really well with the meeting situation. All good work, Mr. Kean, all good work. Serious fault number 4 for you, Kean. Oh. Jesus, Kean, this was close. What were you doing here? You should have just stopped and took a second to see what you needed to do. I was sucking myself in here, Kean, going through here. This was quite close. It looked inches away from me. I was ready to just grab that wheel, but you should have just stopped and took a second and gathered your thoughts here. It was close. I thought I was going to scrape my head off the top of the trailer. Have a look at my reaction when we go past. I ducked my head. It was that close. Dear me.
Before the white car. Do you think I'll get past there?
That's for us, probably.
Come on, back it up a bit. Oh, she's moving now, isn't she? Yeah, I think she's going. No. Yes, she is, look. Stop there, that'll do. Right, how do you think you're done?
Do you want the professional way? Saying it all the
Any way you want.
shite.
Sound like your brother. Right, Owen, what did you do wrong?
How long have you got?
Go on, just give us any serious faults I can think of.
Pulling up on the left, pretty
Yeah.
much, what was it, 5 minutes in.
What did you do wrong there? Hit the curb.
Hit the curb.
It's just a minor fault.
I did not do it too close to
Yeah, junction, didn't you? Can you remember?
yeah.
Right, position normal stops here. First one. Driving down the road, you've got a car parked here, there. Where did you stop?
I stopped right next to it.
Why?
I was trying to stop there and then I didn't. I stopped there.
That, if you notice, when you pull up and hit the curb,
Mm.
right, it was just a minor fault, but you pull up right opposite the garage entrance. What's the minimum distance you can park from a junction?
10 metres.
Right, well, I'll give you a minor fault for the first one, but this one was a serious because that was a main road, that was a busy junction, yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't have stopped there. I would have gone down the bottom, where the bus stop was.
Yeah.
But just pull up just past the bus stop. Next one, can you remember an articulated lorry overtaking you on the dual carriageway? You don't remember? You were only doing about 47, but I felt you could have got a bit faster. I didn't mark it for driving a bit slow, but what did your articulated lorry do?
Overtook us.
I think it was a tank, and then what did it do?
Pulled in front of us.
Right, now what gap you got to keep? What should you have
2
done?
seconds.
Well, you didn't keep the 2-second gap, and we couldn't see anything in front of that wagon. So when they've cut in, you should have lined that up straight away with the white line and counted the 2 seconds. It was just too close. You should have backed off and let it go. Yeah? So if somebody overtakes you, and it's not a gap, not a 2-second gap, you've got to back off straight away and maintain the gap. Does that make sense? Right, the other one was on that roundabout with another big wagon, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What was the matter there then? I haven't even got any pictures of that thing. Can you
To be honest,
explain?
I don't really know. I tried to stop and then I wasn't going to. I was going a bit too fast. I wasn't going to stop in time,
Yeah,
so I went round it.
but it was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was sucking myself in there with that one. I'm thinking, dear me, I think I would have pictured that roundabout. I would have just stopped and not slowed right down. It gives you a bit more time for your brain to work it out. That one there, look. So it was turning right there, and you were up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a solid white line, so you couldn't cross that. So I would have just stopped and see if I could get through. But it was too tight, wasn't it? I think you knew when you went past, didn't you?
Yeah.
Other one. What did your brother Niall tell you to do? What was it? Is that advice?
The head movement.
Head movement, right. What does this here look? What's that? M before? Mirror before?
Signal.
Signal?
Mm-hmm.
What does that say?
Mirror before signal.
Mirror before signal, mirror before signal, mirror before signal, mirror before signal, mirror before signal. He should have told you to check your mirrors, never mind move your head. Yeah? So your mirror work was pretty good apart from the mirror signal manoeuvre routine you weren't carrying out. Mainly when you were turning right, and that's scary, that, because you've got to check to see if somebody's overtaken. So yeah, it's got to be mirror signal manoeuvre, not signal and then not look in mirrors. Yeah? Have you got that?
Yeah.
Right, have you any questions before I turn that off?
No.
Niall, you should have told him to check his mirrors, never mind move his head, and he doesn't have to move his head to check his middle mirror. It should be just eye movement. His door mirrors should be slight head movement, not he shouldn't be bobbing his head about. Is that what he said, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Any questions before I turn that off?
No.
No. Are you going to watch it?